Today we are going to learn about the nodal region and shapes of different orbitals, atomic orbitals. In that we are going to discuss about s orbital, which is spherical in shape. So this is what the sphere shape, and here we are able to find the center of this nucleus. We are able to see this is the x-axis, y and z-axis. And what all the dots we are representing here, this is what the density of electron cloud. P orbitals, they are having dumbbell shape, and here this dumbbell shaped orbital lies on the z-axis, so it is called as pz. Here the dumbbell shaped orbital lies in the y-axis, so it is called as py. Here the dumbbell shaped p orbital lies in the x-axis, so it is called as px. But when the electron density is present here in this z-axis and y-axis, we are not finding any electron dots or the cloud here. So this is what zero probability of finding the electron is called nodal region. See here, nodal region. Zero probability. Finding electron is called nodal region. See, in this pz we are able to find x-axis and y-axis. We are not finding any electron cloud, so that is what electron density. So here we are able to find nodal region. Here when the y-axis is having that the py orbital lies in the y-axis, at that time x and z orbital, they do not have any electron density. So here nodal regions we are able to find, means zero probability of finding the electron. Now let us know about the d orbital. D orbital, which is having double dumbbell shape. Double dumbbell shape means here two dumbbell shaped orbitals are lying here. So here dxy, if you take the orbitals, the two dumbbell shaped orbitals, they are lying across the x and y orbitals here. Here these two, they are lying in between y and z orbitals, and these two dumbbell shaped orbitals, they are lying in between z and x axis. But when it comes to dx square minus y square, means they are along the x axis and y axis. See here, this is lying on the x axis, this orbital lies on the y axis, along the x and y axis. Here when we know about that dz square, the orbital lies on only z axis only. Other thing, it is resembling like a collar. So this is what the information regarding the shapes of different atomic orbital, sp, d orbitals. Now we are going to learn about electronic configuration. Electronic configuration, already we have discussed that the filling of electrons in the increasing order of their atomic orbitals. So the filling according to Euler's diagram, first 1s orbital filled with 2 electrons, then 2s orbital fills with 2 electrons, and 2p orbital fills with 6 electrons, 3s orbital fills with 2 electrons, 3p with 6 electrons, 4s with 2 electrons, 3d with 10 electrons, 4p with 6 electrons. After filling 4p, again incoming electron comes to 5s with 2, and 4d with 10 electrons, 5p with 6, 6s with 2, and 4f with 14, 5d with 10, 6p with 6 electrons, 7s with 2 electrons. Again the incoming electron goes into f orbital with 14 electrons. 6d can accommodate 10 electrons, 7p can accommodate 6 electrons, and 8s can accommodate 2 electrons. This is useful for multi-electron species. multi-electron species. Means if the element is having more than one electron, we can call that one as multi-electron. They are having more electrons. How to fill the electrons in different atomic orbitals we are going to learn. But here they are following NLX process, NLX method. Here this N indicates principal quantum number, L indicates azimuthal quantum number, X indicate number of electrons. Next they are following three rules. Number one is Aufbau principle. Number two is Hund's rule. Number three is Pauli's exclusion principle. Aufbau principle states that Aufbau means building up. Aufbau means building up. In what way the building up will be taken place? Means if we take 1s1 means comparing with 1s2, here one electron it is, second electron goes into s orbital only, which is having more energy. Let us see. Here 1 means it is a n value 1, principal quantum number is 1.